Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the...
Nobody sponsors our warnings. We are sponsorless, at least as far as the warnings are concerned. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Star Maker Bolin Show. My name is Bob Hazelwood. You can tell because it says so. I'm always backwards with these things. It says so right here on the thing. That's my name. Kenny Bolin will be joining us in a moment, and we hope to be joined by the Coal Train tonight. Also, got a lot to cover, but I did say I would do this, and I promised I would make an announcement. As you guys probably know, if you've watched the show last couple of weeks, our friend Vanessa from the Philippines, one of the ladies who has worked really, really hard to be self-sufficient. She's got her own business. She's worked customer support and different phone lines for different customers or US-based companies like Verizon or whoever. She is in the hospital. She has throat cancer, and they did some pre-work on her throat. The hospital that is going to treat her for cancer is a public hospital, and she should be able to get that treatment for free. The bad news is the hospital that did the pre-work is not a public hospital. And if you've paid attention to what we run across in the Philippines, if you run up a bill in the hospital, they won't discharge you until you pay your bill. Now, her bill is extraordinarily expensive. And quite frankly, it is more than we can do on this show because for the $1,500 or $1,600 that it would cost to pay her hospital bill, that's just too many people. We could help. I don't know. We spend an average of $25 a person, so that's 4 per 100. 4 times 16 is 64. So we could help 65 families for that same amount of money. And unfortunately, the economics of it just don't make it feasible for us to be able to assist Vanessa. Well, I will be personally sending a little bit of money over that way to help her out, apart from what the show is doing. But if there's anybody out there who's watching and who has some disposable income, wants to make a donation that is specific to Vanessa, you can donate here at the show. We will pass it on, pass it forward to her. Or you can reach out to her on Facebook. Her name is Vanessa, and the last name is Olandesca. It's Olandesca. So if you're able to help, that would be terrific. Her balance due is 138,906 pesos, which translates to I think about, let's see, $2. Let me do a quick translation here. Maybe a higher bill than I realize. $2,389.55. So typically, if you're going to do an exchange, we end up paying a little bit of a fee, so we pay a higher rate than the straight exchange rate. So it's going to be about $2,400 to $2,500. So if you can help, then we ask that you do. If you want to make a directed donation here, you can do it at any of the spots below: Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or you can reach out to Vanessa directly on Facebook. Her son right now is basically monitoring and manning her Facebook account while she is laid up in the hospital. So that's kind of that news. Kenny will be joining us, like I said, here in just a few minutes. He was taking care of his little doggos before the start of the show, so we expect to see him here any minute. News. I want to say hello to Jambi, who's there in the room. And hello, Jambi. Get that up there. Good morning, Sir Bob. Good morning, Jambi. If you guys want to talk about something specific, please pop in the chat. Let us know any comments that you have. We want to take note passing of Jesse Jackson last couple of days, civil rights activist. Hello, Paul RJ. Good morning to you over in Australia. Civil rights activist Jesse Jackson, actor Robert Duvall, some celebrity deaths in the past few days. Jackson was always a very polarizing figure here in the United States. His positions didn't sit well with a lot of conservatives, a lot of white people who, let's just be frank, thought Jesse was too outspoken. But can you be too outspoken when fighting for equality or fighting for the things that you believe are right? So, who knows, man? He has certainly a legacy here in this country about fighting for civil rights. He was part of the original movement with Dr. Martin Luther King back in the early 60s. Had a presidential run that didn't really go anywhere. I think he ran on the Democrat Party. I want to look this up to tell you what year it was so that I don't get that wrong. Let's see. Jesse Jackson ran a presidential bid in 1984 and 1988. In 1988, he actually finished second with a number of delegates to the eventual nominee, Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis. He served as the senator. Now, the District of Columbia does not get a actual voting representative, but they have what they call a shadow senator. They have a shadow representative. So they have a person who represents them in the United States House and in the U.S. Congress or the U.S. Senate, but that person does not get to vote. But Jesse was elected as the senator, shadow senator from the District of Columbia, 1991 to 1997. He was the initial holder of that seat when it was established in 1991. Like I said, very controversial, very outspoken man. Founder of, I believe, the Rainbow Coalition, or at least one of the forefronts, the faces of the Rainbow Coalition. Worked with Dr. Martin Luther King as part of the civil rights action. Jesse Jackson was 84 years old, February 27th, 2026, or passed away February 17th. Make sure I said that right. He leaves behind his wife, Jacqueline Brown, and 6 children. There you go. Jesse Jackson. Okay, let's say hello to some folks. Thank you, Team Maker. Yes, it was the 1988. He ran in 1984, but did not do it as well there. G. LeMay, good morning. Kenny is not here, but he'll accept your thanks anyway. Gian Fuentes, I think I pronounced that right. Gian, thank you for joining us today. The other thing, big news, we've got wrestling Elimination Chamber coming up in a week and a half, or a little over a week now. It's a week from Saturday. Netflix across the world and the ESPN Plus app in the United States. Michigan Mike got to meet Jesse Jackson once as a kid. That must have been a kind of a cool experience. I'd like to hear some more about that. Elimination Chamber coming up on Saturday. Another one of those matches that both the women's and the men's chambers are going to take up a good majority of the show. Also have CM Punk defending against Finn Balor in his home city, in CM Punk's home city, Chicago, and Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. So the CM Punk family front and center at the Elimination Chamber. We may talk about that. We may talk about it more next week when we're getting closer to it. The mysterious box showing up on Raw. Some people have speculated that it's Chris Jericho. It is not Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's contract still running through AEW. When he took his time off, they froze his contract. He's still on the AEW roster page. So you're not going to see Chris Jericho. However, you might see someone who's very evil and very nice. My pick is Danhausen. That's my surprise pick for who's in the box. I'll tell you who's not in the box, and that is the man who has sent thousands upon thousands of stars to the WWE. Not just the ones he directly managed in OVW, but all of the people that were influenced by the people that he managed, that he fought against, and that took their inspiration from him. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he's ready yet, but I'm bringing him in.
Yeah.
Kenny Bolin.
Well, I was ready. And then the Pepsi.
It is true, right? Thousands of people that you've influenced.
CM Punk, another guy that I created.
CM Pepsi.
Sent me a case of Pepsi, and I've got one out here because he's tired of me drinking Coca-Cola. So I bring one out here, and then I spill it before the goddamn show starts. So much for that.
It's rough.
Shout out to Gila that I see in here already, and the Tea Maker, who rose him from the dead. We haven't seen the Tea Maker, I think, maybe since 1988.
And Michigan.
Is that the year that he was last in here visiting us? 1988.
That was that, and Jesse Jackson's presidential run.
It's weird that the two of those would coincide, and then who else we got here? And Michigan Mike. I just got to meet Jesse Jackson one time as a kid. I also met Jesse Jackson, but not that one. I met Jesse Jackson, the senior director of Cincinnati Reds baseball, who also, I think, passed away about a year or two ago. Jesse Jackson had been directing Cincinnati Reds baseball since I was a kid, and he passed away about a year ago as well. But so that was the only Jesse Jackson that I got to meet, was the one that involved with the Cincinnati Reds. I did not meet, as they would say, the Jesse Jackson. T-Maker, did you ever meet Jesse Jackson? Did you ever meet him? I've met Donald Trump 3 times. Well, that's something to be proud of these days, isn't it? And what else we got? Michigan Mike in here early tonight, and a T-Maker we hadn't seen forever. I sent him a notification over on the Twitter. Can't remember if I sent him anything in his cell phone or not. And my eyes are absolutely killing me tonight. I've had such a good run with my eyes while I've been sick. I think it's the good Lord loves me so much that he only just let me deal with 3 or 4 illnesses at a time. And he said, "You know what? We're just not going to mess with your eyes right now." And
as soon as you start to get a little bit better, let's put the eyes back.
Get a little bit better. They threw the eyes back into the equation, apparently. So yeah, well, that's pretty cool that Michigan Mike got to meet Jesse Jackson. Not everybody gets to lay claim to that. And did I miss anybody else? I see Jambi's in here. Jambi always gets in here somehow. Paul RJ down in Australia. And as you all know, we're here for a reason. That's to raise money to help our Filipino typhoon victims and Louisville metro area homeless. And matter of fact, I need to get in touch with Catholic charities tomorrow, because they're looking to do a little something with us on a monthly basis, or at least they said they were. And that would be a little bit of help. That'll be primarily to help us with the Louisville metro area homeless portion of what we do. And But they did say, being as 99% of the people you help in the Philippines are Catholic, then we don't mind helping out with that either. But we'll have to see what they want to do, what they want to commit to, and all that good stuff. Financially, I would like to say it was a good day today. I'd like to say that.
I'd like to say that too. However,
I got an upcoming insurance check coming in. What do you think it costs to replace your side view mirror on a 2004 Volvo? What do you think that would cost?
$625.
Had a young lady wiped my mirror out quite some time ago, and we found the note stuffed in my car. This happened months ago. Turned out it was a registered nurse here in the area that hit my mirror, and I hadn't moved my car in quite some time. And when a friend of mine moved it to the back, he brings me in this note from God knows when, because my mirror got hit quite some time ago. And I was, well, shit, so much for that. And didn't want to file it on my insurance policy. And then I get this letter, and as a matter of fact, it's right here. This is the note that was inside the car. I don't want to show it too close because I don't want to give her private information away there. And so that was the note, and it was wedged inside the door, and I never saw it. It was there for months. So she wanted to either make a donation to my charity for what had happened to the mirror. She said, and if it's more expensive than I thought it was going to be, she said that I might just have to turn it into my insurance. Well, she's going to be turning it in on her insurance, and they're going to be cutting me a check. Because there's one of those mirrors left in the United States that fits my car. One of the entire housing, the mirror. And they're heated and motorized and all this shit. Which I didn't even know it was heated. I found that out after the fact. And there's only one of those left in the United States. But that doesn't have anything to do with the price. It's just there's one of them left. So you better act fast. And I don't know when I'm going to be back up and driving again. I mean, it's been sitting in the back for a while. But that mirror, Bob, we'll just play a game right here and we'll see who gets the closest. What was your bid, Bob? $600?
$625.
Higher. And we'll let some of the fans participate and see if we can play the Price is Right. I just watched Ox Baker on the Price is Right. Ox Baker, and I think I would have mentioned it on here before, but Ox Baker, sometimes I forget. Ox Baker and I became very dear friends. Ox Baker and I had each other's cell phone number. He called me all the time, and sometimes to talk as a friend, and sometimes for me to talk to Cornette and Danny Davis and to get him a job at OVW teaching promos. So I go to Jim Cornette and say, "Hey, Ox Baker called me today." He says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, me and Ox became friends when I did those shows up Northeast with Wolfie Sanderson, Jason Wolfie Sanderson. I was the celebrity judge for the chili cook-off. I also played in their celebrity softball game. I was also told not to pass the offering plate to me during church services that Wolfie Sanderson was running because he was a ordained minister.
He wanted the money to stay in the plate.
And
Tito said $935.
I was sitting next to Tito Santana and who was I? Tito Santana, Baron, not Baron Von Roski.
Baron Mikhail Cicluna.
No. Tito Santana, Coco Beware.
Two barons that I know.
And
Baron Corbin, but that was much
no, it wasn't Baron Corbin. No, it wasn't him. I forgot.
So speaking of Baron Corbin, he's actually working right now doing work on the SiriusXM has a pro wrestling 24/7 channel, believe it or not. And Baron Corbin, using his real name, Bishop Dwyer, does one of the afternoon shows there. And he's actually quite well spoken, very articulate. I'm really kind of surprised that he didn't get a chance to get more over. I mean, some of his gimmicks were lame, right? But
they were.
When he was doing,
I'd be the first to say that.
Broke ass Baron,
yeah.
That was pretty intriguing. Pretty engaging.
Then
he got lucky. Then he got.
I think they stole that idea from me, and you know why, and you know how.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, always stealing their ideas.
They wanted him to drive a Tesla, but that just didn't make a lot of sense.
No, it didn't cut out, did it? So Paul's guess $935. No, higher.
So Randy Satterley's $875 is obviously too low.
Obviously higher. Obviously good. Right. Nice guesses for all.
Since we've had two guesses,
I'll tell you this much. What was Randy Satterley's guess?
$875.
Okay, Randy's partially right. That is the cost for the mirror itself. That does not include painting it the color of my car and the labor to install it. But Randy is right on the cost of the mirror. Now we're going for labor and painting it to make it match the pearl white that my car
painting
is.
it, I'm going to guess is $400. Labor, I'm going to guess is $400. So $1,675.
$1,675 is Bob's guess. Well, I guess we have to stop the competition right now. You're over by $20.
There you go.
Painting was $272. The labor was higher than you guessed. But the final ticket, and I can send you the ticket right after the show, $1,655.55.
Wow.
Going right in the King's back poke, and I'm going to drive without a fucking mirror is what I'm going to do. The thing is that they don't make any other mirrors that really fit that car. I ordered one a long time ago that we got off eBay or something for $100. And it was $90-something plus shipping. And I took it to my local mechanic, and Kenny, this mirror doesn't fit. I said, well, it said it did on eBay. So, and then we waited too long to return it and couldn't return it. So I think that thing's still sitting in my car. I might have just come up with a way to mount it on there and make it look like it works. And
just tape it.
Just fuck it.
Like
I got white duct tape over here. Here, let me adjust that there just a little bit. I got to make that look just right.
I still can't read all of it. However, the camera cuts off at DY Avenue.
Well, hang on here. Hang on. I'll fix that here in just a second. I didn't realize I hadn't adjusted my camera yet. That's the wrong button. It's the wrong button I need to hit to adjust. Give me a second. I'll get fixed. So you'll appreciate it once I do. I thought it was already totally on camera. I forgot that I did not even adjust my camera before I came in the show. Will you fucking light up there? Hang on. Pardon my language. I never talk like that.
I'm shocked.
No wonder. Yeah, no wonder you can't. No one's commenting.
There we go. There we go. What amazing.
When you reveal all the words and letters, it makes a little bit more sense, does it not?
So I will be flat out.
Does that not make the meme make a little bit more sense? Brady Hicks. Brady Hicks is watching the show.
All transparency, did not know that you had that that sign.
You did not. I know you didn't because I've never. As a matter of fact, I had it sitting here one other night and no one ever noticed it, and it was on camera the entire night. Now, did Randy Satterley bid $1,655 after he heard me say $1,655? Do we have documentation of that?
It's a post announcement bid.
It does seem,
well, that's kind of how it works, like in politics, right? It's like,
sound
the
like
amount
you know what
of
you're
it
talking
was
about.
going to be, it's 1655 is what I would predict exactly.
Yeah.
At this point,
sound like you know what you're talking about. That never hurts. Hang on, let me put the red crown on the microphone tonight. That isn't showing either. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
There we got that. But yeah, it makes a lot more sense when you can see more than the word avenue, DY Avenue.
Yes, I thought it was DIY Avenue.
DIY Diversity Avenue, maybe. So yeah, Randy the Macho Man, $1,655 and change for a side view mirror. Now, if they were to total my car out today, even with 77,000 miles on it, even though the ticket they sent me back says it's got 75, I think it's got a little bit more than that. I think it's 78,000. I think it's 75 when they, you know what it was? They replaced the airbag in my car about a year or two ago. It had a faulty air sensor, and they replaced that shit for free. Well, that was also a $1,500 repair. And my car had 75,000 miles on it when they did it. So it's closer to 78,000. But if you totaled my car out now, even all the, I put a lot of repairs into it. If they cut me a check for more than 4,500, I'd be shocked. I have heard estimates as low as 2,800 if they were to total out my car. But the side view mirror, $1,650. The good thing is that doesn't total out the car, and I can live to get the other mirror hit one day.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 3,200. Then maybe I can get a taillight bumped out. Well, now we're up to 48. Just $1,600 of them to death.
So what kind of
until all the parts
that is
you're froze again. You haven't bought your $400 piece.
I did. And I replaced the memory, and I'm pissed if it's freezing.
Oh, you should be, because maybe you didn't need that memory stick. Now you're froze again. So you bought the stick.
Yeah.
And that didn't seem to solve anything?
Sticks. Apparently. Well, I'm not noticing any problem on my side, and I only see it in StreamYard. I don't have this problem
with anything else.
Like live videos. With
because all the fans said they were seeing you freeze up, so I don't know.
All right. So what make model year is your car, Kenny?
It is a 2004 Volvo S80 Turbo.
2004.
See what you bring up. Because I've heard of estimates of anywhere from as little as 2,800 to as much as maybe 4,800 based on the miles.
S80, let's just say 77,000 miles.
Yeah.
That car today,
if it were total,
it is, let's see. So is it the...
but the funny thing, Bob, before you say a number, I've seen it selling on car lots around here, similar cars, $7,900. Ain't what insurance is going to pay me if it gets totaled.
Right. So is it the 2.9? So
it is the 2. It is the 2. It is the 2.9. And and the other thing is that those cars sitting on car lots here in Louisville, selling 2004 Volvos for $7,900, anywhere from 140,000 to 240,000 miles, selling them for that type of price. Mine's 77,000. Very good shape, other than the side view mirror.
All right, let's say the car's in very good condition. We'll give it that.
Yeah, most people around here say my car's very good. They think it's newer than it is.
Not now, maybe later. Your car would have a trade-in range of 2860 to 4410.
Okay, that's where I must have heard those numbers then, the trade-in
value. That's the trade-in. Private party sale would be about $5,000.
Oh, okay. All right. Guys, we don't have one donation. I thought this might be the night that the tea maker broke down. Even though his girlfriend told him he couldn't donate no more, I thought the tea maker would take pity on us after all this time. Do a little something for tea maker. You didn't even come to see me. You didn't even come take me dinner or anything, or even let me take you to one of my free places. He was
dying of sepsis at his house, and you didn't come.
Sepsis, cellulitis, and I had the trifecta going, and the urinary tract infection. Not to mention a little bit going on with the eyes. And the tea maker didn't even come see me. He said he had shit going on, and he said his girlfriend got mad at him for donating or something, and so he hadn't donated in a long time. Well, I thought today he might stand up. You know what? God dang it. Kenny's he's a good man. Man just recovering from sepsis.
And cellulitis.
Man's brother just died. Man's brother just died here a while back.
His mother died a couple years back.
2018. Still grieving.
Yeah.
Like Erica Kirk. Only my tears are real when I cry.
Yeah.
And I cried during ice skating today. I've cried a lot during the Olympics. Some of the emotional, and one was getting emotional for Team Japan ice skating, who had never ever medaled. Shockingly, that Japan had never medaled in ice skating before, and this cute little Japanese girl who just had all the strength in the world to carry her partner through. It was a double skating, so maybe it was just double skating that they had never medaled in. And her partner fucked up. He had a little slip and botched her on some rotation they were doing, and he knew he'd fucked up, and he knew he had cost them probably the gold medal. That's what he was thinking. And so at the end of the routine, he dropped, and he's a big old boy. He's 6'3", 6'4", big lanky son of a bitch. The little Japanese girl had a cute little haircut, and her eyes looked very pretty, and a pretty girl, but not the overly sexualized ice skater that some of you might be thinking of when it comes to ice skaters. She was just a basic, pretty Japanese girl. And she had to be the strong one, all fucking 4'11" of her, whatever was there. And when he broke down, she felt so bad, and she just stops and she looks at him and puts her hand on his shoulder. And she had to lift him up off the ice because he felt so fucking bad that he thought, because they'd been world champions a couple times, but never medaled in the Olympics. And the strength that girl showed to lift that big man up, and to had to be the strong one to get them through that. And then to get back, and then they got to go out for a second round, and then they fucking nailed it. And then they had their third one and fucking nailed it. And those fuckers won gold. Whew. After thinking he had fucked it up for him. And he just felt that goddamn bad for her, you know, and she had to be the strong one to get him through it. And to show that kind of strength, a girl, I'm sure, in her early 20s. I saw another Japanese skater today that was 17 that got the silver. And we had an American girl over there. Her name is Alyssa Liu. Alyssa Liu. Look her up. Alyssa Liu was in the singles ice skating today. And I know y'all didn't think y'all were going to tune in and hear about this today. Alyssa Liu has just got all the fucking personality in the world. She was created and made for the wrestling business with so much personality. And she's got the brunette here, blonde, brunette, blonde. Just a very unique, just not anything you see an ice skater do. And that was with her long hair. And when she pulls it back in a ponytail, it's not as obvious. And she is from Clovis, California, which is one of the towns I book a lot of hotels in. I book hotels there. Never heard of fucking Clovis. It's in the suburban area of Oakland and San Francisco. No one knows where fucking Clovis, California is. And then I hear them give her age. She's 20 years old. Thought she was going to be out of ice skating forever due to a severe injury from a couple of years ago. But she battled back, and there she is. There she is. And that's what she wore today. That might be from today. And that's her gold medal. And she was injured a couple of years ago. Told she'd never skate again. At 17, 18 years old. Battles back in the Olympics and watched some great fucking routines. She went like third to last. And it still had two very talented skaters to go after her, including the little 17-year-old Japanese girl that had all kinds of personality as well. Not what she's got. Feel free to throw her back up there. And but her name is Alyssa Liu. 2 years ago, even the announcers going, no, if you'd have said that she's even going to be in the Olympics 2 years ago, you'd have been laughed out of the building. So she makes it back, sees all these great programs, and you can hear it. She's got all the personality in the world. She's playing to the crowd and playing during warm-ups. It's all a game to her. She's just fucking happy to be there. And she even said, I'm here to have fun. You know, I was told I'd never skate again. I ain't worried about these damn medals. I'm here to have fun and show the people what I can do. I was told I'd never skate again. And, you know, not that I'm a fucking judge of ice skating, but I saw the routine. I went, fuck. That girl didn't have flaw goddamn one in that thing. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not the one to be judging ice skating. And even I saw who's going to beat that. And she goes up there and she bumps off another American off the gold medal podium. And because it looked like this other American girl had done very well that wasn't supposed to either. But she didn't have the personality of this girl. This girl is a fucking showman and an entertainer, and just lit it up, man. And then she goes up there, and then that little 17-year-old Japanese girl's the last one to go, and she knocks it out of the fucking park. And she's a little bitty thing, much smaller than her, and the cute little face and the eyes and the hair, and she's only 17. This one's old. She's 20. They had another Chinese girl go ahead of her who was their last ever routine. A lot of people were rooting for her because she's retiring. She's 26. That old bitch, you know, she's 20.
Old, dang.
Yeah, she's old. She's 26. She's being put out to pasture. So she didn't even give a fuck if she got a medal. She just wanted to have fun and light it up, and she did. And you see what she's done with her hair. You know, ice skaters don't do that. And obviously her family is appeared to be Chinese from what I saw sitting in the crowd when I saw her father, and all of her siblings even look way more Asian than she does, if I'm allowed to be racist for just a moment. Because if you just saw her walking down the street, you might not even realize that she's Chinese. But shit, girl knocked it out of the park. For any of you that watch ice skating, you're going to be seeing more of this girl. She's something else, and the personality
so
you wouldn't believe.
Let me do this. Make this announcement. This is based on the copyright laws that allow for free use for commentary purposes. This is copyright NBC Sports.
Yeah.
This is Alyssa Liu's performance. We will be commenting on this and running it and stopping it, running it and stopping it.
Yeah.
So under the copyright laws.
And the other great thing is that she did this to MacArthur Park. So we might have to watch her ass there too. She did it to MacArthur Park, which is one of my favorite Donna Summer songs. And a lot of them, you just hear the music in the background and the skating has nothing to do with the music you're seeing. This girl matched the dance to the music. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
All right. So here we go. And again,
knew she nailed it.
Alyssa Liu there, ladies and gentlemen.
Alyssa Liu. And then there was a Sakamoto that did very well. She was the one that's about to retire. And I'm blank. I think Nai was the name of the 17-year-old Japanese girl that came in second. Nia Nai, something like that. I don't remember her name as well, but cutest little thing in the world. When she gets to the end, she's doing the dimples, and I just knowing she's cute as hell. Like, I gotta do something. This is what I just saw. I gotta do. So she's doing it because she knows that Alyssa has got the crowd and the personality, and she's trying to just hang in there. And she ended up getting the silver. A lot of people thought she might get the gold. They thought she might bump Alyssa down because her routine was so clean.
Yeah, that is the first women's gold since 2006. So the first women's figure skating.
And probably
gold
she was, and she. They said that they don't think that Alyssa had been born the last time that they had won Olympic gold for the Americans in that event.
If she's younger than 20,
it would have been close. They listed her at 20, but I don't know when her birthday is. I didn't go that deep into it.
So speaking of things, Kenny, that haven't happened in a long time,
when donations is one. We don't have any donations yet.
Yeah, when do you think the last time a member of the British royal family was arrested?
I'm going to take it back to the 1800s. What do you got? You
would be wrong, and you would be wrong by about.
Let me go back. 1600s.
Yes, the last British royal family member to. I'm going to get the exact details here.
And we're going to have to wrap this up, Bob. We've been here 40 minutes and not one donation. So we'll go ahead and get our shit in, wrap it up, and I guess see everybody next Tuesday. We have been here. We have been here
King
40 minutes.
Charles the First was defeated in the English Civil War 380 years ago. Was the last time a British royal was arrested, but Prince Andrew.
And he was executed, wasn't he executed?
Yes, he was.
Well, to teach
King Charles I was. Prince Andrew, or former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, has not been
he hasn't been executed
yet.
Well, practically,
but who knows?
They're kicking him out of his 5-bedroom mansion there. He doesn't get to live in that anymore.
Well, he now gets to live in jail.
That's what he'd been demoted to.
Yeah, he's been arrested due to his alleged, they haven't been proven in court yet.
So allow me to go here. Can you imagine hearing that a king, a prince, were involved in the Epstein files, and it wasn't me, my son, or Jerry the King Lawler? How about that?
A sultan, and it wasn't Adnan El-Kaisi?
It was not. It was
or at Skandar Akbar?
Well, I reached out to the tea maker, and apparently he said, "Nah, Mama, no, I'm not going to donate." So I tried. He didn't even respond. Didn't even tell me to get fucked or anything. All right.
Well, you know what, Kenny? We've been here a long time.
We've been
for
here
40 minutes. No donations.
Well, you have been. How long have I been here? When did I get here?
About 30 minutes ago.
Was it 30 minutes ago?
Yep.
Well, we tried. I tell you what, we'll go 9 more minutes and take it to 10 o'clock, and maybe some miracle will happen. Sometimes it does.
We have had last second donations.
I mean, the Jazzy Janas have the link. The tea makers have the link. Michigan Mike had donated before. He did us nice here a little while back. But I thought we might crack the tea maker tonight. I thought this might be the night. And he just said, you know what? I'm just going to act like I was never in that chat room. Not get any heat with any of my ladies. And I ain't going to donate. So Oh well, and then T Maker going, well, that's why we don't come in here because you shame us if we don't donate. Well, there should be shame.
1647, King Charles was arrested. So
Can't shame anybody in the Epstein files. That's for not in America.
not in the United States anyway. That's for.
But I
days.
hear all these foreign countries that are doing reresearch are finding shit that our people can't find here due to the redactions.
Well, and
over there, they're not
there
redacted
have been,
that way.
Yeah, there's been some fallout in different corporations. So some high-ranking corporate folks,
Chase Bank of all people,
exactly. But let's see.
So for you Filipinos asking for help, and there were plenty of you doing so, we haven't made a penny tonight, not a penny. So, like I've told y'all, I can't give you what we ain't got, and I'm not getting any insurance checks for a while, where I'd be happy to help some, and I did sell about $4,500 worth of my brother's stuff today. Got that confirmed, but don't get that money until we settle up all his past due debt, and that won't be until
so
I think
you netted about $12.15 then,
if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky. There's some credit card company that claims he owes $3,700, and so I talked to him with my attorneys today, and they also put that bill on my credit report, which is against the law. I'm the executor. I don't even take absolute power to all of his stuff until May the 5th. And they put his credit card debt on my credit report, which I found out today is illegal. They can't do that. They said, we'll have that off there. As soon as we file the paperwork, that'll come off. And, but shockingly, putting that old account, which goes back years, dropped my credit score 30 points. I thought it would be more than that for owing somebody $3,700. But it says right on it, it ain't mine. And that they were trying to put it on my credit report and having me pay for it, even though as executor, I can't do shit until May the 5th. Yeah. So that was interesting. And then we're still got 2 pieces of land we're looking to sell if we end up not doing the FEMA loan. And we're still looking into that to see what we're going to do there. So yeah, we got 6 minutes, and hell, nobody's even chatting. Are we still on? Are we still on the air, Bob?
We are still on the air, and
I know you're freezing up. The donations are what froze up. No, we do not have one donation. Well, at least T Maker said hello anyway. We got that.
There's that.
We got that. So yeah, we'll be here 6 more minutes, and I mean, I can't hang around here all night if ain't no one gonna donate. I mean, we tell you ahead of time, this ain't a freebie. So Baron Corbin is what's the name of the show? You said Sirius XM.
So it's on Sirius
XM. 24-hour wrestling show, and they haven't invited me.
Yeah, some of it is repeat. Well, now the main morning show is a guy named Dave LaGreca, and then Bully Ray. Yeah. And so that's probably why
I probably wouldn't work on any network he's on anyway, and it would take a shitload of money to get me to
Sam Roberts does. He's the guy that looks like Art Garfunkel. Sam Roberts does. Oh, that's Peter Rosenberg. I forget.
You got me on that. I don't know.
They do the WWE pre-shows sometimes.
No,
and then Jonathan Coachman.
So not only if you do those shows, you have to actually watch all the product.
That's the problem. That's why they're not inviting you.
Yeah,
you actually have to watch the product in order.
Yeah, I saw the highlight. I saw the 12-minute highlights. What do y'all want to know?
So yeah.
Bill Apter still claims he and I are doing a show together soon on his channel.
It would be nice for him.
He said he had a lot of personal shit that he was dealing with, and I guess whenever he resolves his personal shit, we will see where that goes. I'm not expecting to make any money on his show anyway. I was just going to do it as a favor, and the No Gimmicks guy contacted me about doing a weekly show with him based out of Canada because he says, Kenny, we're looking for personalities, and I can't think of any better than you. But at least his show pays, though. So,
that's good.
So that'd be something. So, other than that, 4 minutes, guys. Not one donate. Have we ever had a show that never made $1? I can't remember if we have or not.
No, I don't think so.
I think this is about to be the one.
It could be.
I know that TC from the NC is normally good for $10, but we don't even have that. Honey, I'm so sorry. I know you said you need 700 pesos to buy medicine, but we haven't made 1 peso. So no, honey, I can't help you unless somebody donates. That was from Gian Fuentes needing medication. Can't give her what I don't have. Eunice needed medication for salmonellas, which she's been dealing with lately.
Nice.
Brady Hicks didn't donate. Robert Steele, I think, donated not long ago. Robert sent me a picture of his wife. Oh, aren't they pretty? Robert sent me a picture of his wife and kid, who are Filipino, by the way. He lives in Canada. And a very beautiful family. Well, hey, Michigan Mike has buzzed in here at the buzzer to get us halfway to the 30-minute goal. And that was very, very nice of Michigan Mike to do that because he made a nice donation here not long ago. Michigan Mike with a $30 challenge wants to know if there's anybody else out there that can keep us around a little bit longer. So thank you, Michigan Mike. That was very sweet of you to do that because you're the only donation of the night. So you are definitely the star of the game. Are you still shoveling snow up there, Mike? If you're still in the chat room, are you still shoveling snow? But thank you, Mike. That gets us halfway to the 30-minute goal. If anyone else out there can get us the rest of the way, thank you very much. And so I'll extend it out for what Michigan Mike did. I will give us an additional 15 minutes for his $30.
Why do you find that funny, Ghost, that Eunice needs medicine for salmonella? Now, she doesn't need medicine to get salmonella, if that's what's going through your dope-riddled brain.
Well, he's probably high as a fucking kite and drunk and high on the Epstein files. He might have found the unredacted ones, and he's sitting there doing naughty things to pictures of Trump. Never mind. Let's not go there.
Watching the videos.
There's apparently, oh my God. Many famous people. Who's the guy that? The English guy that. Fuck. One of them is accused of strangling a 13-year-old girl to death, and he was a famous English guy who had a show. Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous. So, what was the name of the guy?
Robin Leach.
In the Epstein files, there are sections that accuse Robin Leach of strangling a 13-year-old girl. They said that there's ages of girls as young as 9 that were. They said there's bodies buried out in. Is it Arizona?
It's New Mexico.
New Mexico, ranch. Yeah.
So
they said they're sure that there's bodies on that ranch. And
the guy that owns that ranch now is running for comptroller in the state of Texas. Comptroller's
that's the guy.
And is
that's the guy. Okay, because I saw him on the news tonight too.
Refusing to allow anyone to search the ranch.
He won't let anybody search it.
No,
he doesn't want to know if there's any dead bodies on the ranch.
That would not cut the retail value.
Well, that would slice into the value to have anybody out there looking for dead bodies on the Epstein Ranch when there's a reason to believe there's dead bodies on the Epstein Ranch. Yeah. Well, that's what do you think his chances are getting elected, even in the great state of Texas?
Yeah,
you would think that would put a nick in it, for everybody out there wanting to know more about the Epstein files. Wait. Well, you want to search? It's not my property. We want to search the Epstein property. Well, we don't want to dig up the dirt or anything and hurt the property value.
Right.
What if we find a dead body? Then what do we do? My God. And Republicans don't seem to have any shame about this. That no, we don't want to look for the dead bodies that might be there from the Epstein. No. What if Robin Leach is linked? Then what?
What if we actually find one?
Then what do we do? Or more? And and it's also in the Epstein files that whatever this liquid is that you order that's well known for dissolving bodies and bones, they said if anyone ordered a gallon or 2 of that, it would be alarming. And that Epstein ordered like 350 gallons at one point.
Yeah, anyone who's ever watched Breaking Bad
that dissolves bones and skin.
Yeah, if you ever watched Breaking Bad, not to put it in the bathtub because it'll come right through the floor.
Yeah. Don't put it in the bathtub unless it's stainless steel, maybe. So I don't know. TC from the NC has kicked in $10. We knew if he saw the show was on. So yeah, so Michigan Mike with a 30 spot. Thank you, Michigan Mike. He issued the $30 challenge. TC from the NC with 10, so that's 40. Ghost, you ain't donated away. You got 20 on you. That'll get us to 60. Come on, I know you're watching Epstein videos. Come on, just get the shame off your face. Come on, Ghost, do 20. It ain't gonna kill you. Take the money you were gonna spend on me for dinner tonight. Well, sometimes we appeal to our lowest denominators. T-Maker, can you do 20? T-Maker,
The lowest
my
denominator.
girlfriend to break up with me. I thought he broke up with her though. I thought he got a new woman. I don't know. T-Maker's a playboy. He's hard.
Well, you know what he does though. I think what he does is he says, "Okay, before we start dating, you have to demand that I not donate to Bolin."
That could be. That could be. I could auction off the Lunch Lady Avenue sign for a mere $100. Speaking of, I got more stuff for if there's any heavy hitters watching. Maybe T-Maker's girlfriend or whoever controls him.
She likes John Cena, and she can get this very rare John Cena photograph.
Well, we could do that. We got 2 Pete Rose bats, autographed Pete Rose bats over here. He ain't signing any more. I know he might have signed a lot at one time, but that's one of the Pete Rose autographed bats. Stay tuned. We have another autographed Pete Rose bat right here. That one there's a little bit more obvious because of the way it was done. And so we got 2 autographed Pete Rose bats. I got a couple of autographed Pete Rose baseballs. And in here, we've got a couple of those John Cena. There it is. Well, you can see it autographed there at the bottom, autographed by Tony Atlas. The artist of the picture, John Cena's autographed by John Cena Sr. I ain't going to unroll it. Y'all have seen it before. We probably have a picture of it in here.
The one that I'm showing right now.
What's that?
Is it the one I'm showing right now?
Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so we have that. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. And what's this one here? That me? I think that's me. Yeah, that's one of those big posters of me. I'm happy to sign it. I mean, y'all seen it. It's behind my head. I ain't going to unroll the thing. But it's a vinyl poster. Happy to sign it if anybody would like to buy one of those. I got more copies in my book. I got 6 more copies, 10 more copies, but 4 of them are already sold.
Got a very few remaining of these.
I've got maybe 3 or 4 of those left. There won't be no more of those in their exact form, that's for sure. So yeah, I got 3-4 more of those. And I've got 6 of my 10 books left. I've got 4 Anthony Scaramucci books left. And then we have the original John Cena poster that
this one right here.
Yeah, is that one in here? It's the other one is over there. Yeah, shit. Can you get it in there? There we go. And I also have that book is over here too, which will come in a package deal with the autograph picture. And I've got 3 or 4 different 8x10 autograph pictures of Cena. So anybody wants to get the book is not signed, but we'll include the autograph picture with it. Could be that one. I still have that one. And now, have you heard? I consider it a ridiculous rumor, but Russo put it out there. And I told Russo, I said, yeah, I've heard that too. I heard it here. Because Russo put this out today that apparently John Cena wasn't happy about how shit went down with his departure from the WWE and that he's in talks with AEW. And Russo put that out there today. I said, I've heard that too. Oh, I heard it here. And I talk to John's dad all the time. So sometimes we really get desperate for our clicks.
John's dad said on many occasions, including on this show, that John will never wrestle again because
and not
John
only
is a
did
man
John
of his
Cena
word.
Sr. said it, but there's only one person that you could trust more than John Cena Sr. when it comes to knowing shit about John Cena, and that would be me. Because I remember at Six Flags in 2007 when we had a show there, we were joking about some DVDs I was selling. Our Life, The Rest of Our Life, The End of Our Life. I was selling a 3-set DVD set of me and John Cena. And he said, well, Kenny, sell all you can. He says, because this is my last trip. I said, last trip to what? He says, I won't be coming back here no more. I said, back here where? He says, OVW. I said, really? I said, it's 2007. I said, you barely left. I said, you're not going to do Six Flags anymore with us? Nope, won't be coming back. I said, really? He said, this is my last trip. Mark my word. I won't be back here no more. Got a reason? Just shrugged his shoulders. Whether it was something with Danny, I don't know. Or Cornette, I have no idea. But he told me in 2007 he would never be back to OVW again. And so far in 2026, 19 years later, he has held that up.
Yeah.
And the reason I remember it was 2007, it was the same night that Jerry Lawler signed a picture of me and him together. And he signed it HOF 2007 when Lawler was inducted in the Hall of Fame. And Cena had come back to do a show with us there. And Cena got mad at me that night because he thought that I had talked over Christian's promo. I was managing Cena and Christian against whoever the hell we were wrestling that night. I don't even remember. And so Cornette had told me when Christian got done talking, he just take the microphone and put a cap on it. So that's what I did. And then we start walking to the back when the match is over. He says, I can't fucking believe you did that. I said, did what? He said, you ruined Christian's promo. He said, you took all the steam off from it. I said, really? I said, is that how you saw it? He says, man, he says, you don't, when the WWE starts talking, he says, you don't talk after him. Really? Okay. I said, well, that's nice you have addressed me with that. I said, we're on our way to the back here. I said, why don't you go down and talk to the guy that told me to do it, John? And he just looks at it. I said, yeah, Cornette. Cornette told me to fucking do it. So sometimes I refuse to do what Jimmy tells me, but that one seemed harmless enough. So I didn't rebuke it. I said, so go tell Cornette how you disagree with what I just did that he told me to do. And let me know how that goes. And then he just stormed on and, never apologized, but that was how that went. So, but yeah, he was mad that I spoke over. And Christian wasn't mad about it. Christian understood. But John got mad about it. So I don't know. Sometimes we can be in a bad mood. But I think that was the same night he told me he wasn't coming back.
You know what will put you in a good mood, Kenny?
What's that?
If you pre-order your set of Bolin Star Maker sneakers, USA made with their own flags, the golden image with
we will send out as many as
baseball
Trump
wielding
did.
Star Maker.
Yeah, we'll send out as many as Trump did. I can guarantee that.
Just got to pre-order them. They will be delivered
eventually
at a point in time that's in the future.
Eventually. Yeah, I don't know if our friend Mr. Sanford is watching or not, but he gave me some shit because I hadn't mailed him his water bottles yet.
Yeah.
I was over here with sepsis, cellulitis,
dying. Yeah,
urinary tract infection, eye infection, a dying man.
Lucky to drag your ass to the bathroom.
Sorry about your luck, Mr. Bolin. Where's my bottles? Is what he said to me.
So Lysa says, Kenny, I hope you notice me first. Of course, she's the last one to come in, but she wants to be noticed.
Impossible for me to notice you first. And we really, for me, in order to help anybody tonight, another 20. Oh, here we go. I hadn't read this yet. I've been off work for almost a week. Being sick, Kenny. Went to the hospital. You did not. Diagnosed with type B flu. When did that ever become a type B flu? When did that disease get invented?
Type B flu is actually a real thing.
Is it a real thing? I've had everything there is to have. I've never heard of type B flu.
Exclusively affects humans.
South-enders?
Similar to flu A, includes fever of 100 to 102 degrees, headache, extreme fatigue, dry cough, sore throat.
I play Olympic volleyball at 103 degree temperature. Stop it.
It spreads via respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs.
So you have trouble breathing. Okay, I've been there.
Last 5 to 7 days can lead to pneumonia, bronchitis, or complications requiring hospitalization.
Pneumonia, old pneumonia, who cares?
Especially in children, older adults, and dope heads. According to
well, now we know why you got it. A child dope head.
That's Wikipedia. Just saying.
I've been off work I was off work for 12 days. I still donated. You know why? Because I crawled myself to my the podcast alley here. Crawled myself to my desk on days that I could just get out of bed and make it over here. Dial the phone and try and act like I'm not sick.
Had to have Cameron come over and lift you up from the bed, move you to the chair.
I was waiting on my Filipino nurse to get here, but it turned out to be a Filipino doctor instead. Hey, Jeff, let's see, King. You've been talking about those bottles, don't know. No, well, he said he's going to use them. He's either going to put pesos in them or he's going to put pennies. Well, he lives up around Seattle. There's probably a little Canadian money floating around up there, too. And I figured with the money he made betting on the Super Bowl that he'd just have an endless amount of cash in his wallet. You also told me you were going to order your own BS flag, and I haven't seen anything because I check the satellite over your roof every day. I haven't seen the BS flag towering above your home yet. There's a reason for that.
Given the shopping at bedbathandbolin.com. Oh, wait.
No, the key word there's almost a year. I normally honor most of my promises within a year. And I sent you my book, didn't I? God damn.
Yeah.
And you could have got a good water bottle out of my store for the low price. What, Bob? $25, something like that?
Well, let me go look and see what
they got the real good water bottles in my store. One of the Canadians wrote me today and wanted to know if my logo was copyrighted. I said, yeah, has been for quite some time. And how do I go about getting your shirt? You don't have a book? Well, I tell you what, Jeff. I tell you what I'm going to do. I thought you had my book. I tell you what I'm going to do. Cameron is coming over here to help me get some shit mailed out. If not this weekend, it'll be next weekend for sure. We're going to go to Blaze Pizza, our corporate sponsor. I've already got the bag over here to put your shit in. I thought you had my book. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you at least one of the water bottles, maybe two. I think I got two in there. And I'm going to give you an autographed copy of my. Well, I think he might have been the one that told me he wouldn't read my book even if he had it.
You know,
so maybe that's why he doesn't have a book.
Can't read.
Well, he is from Seattle. That foul-mouthed bunch. Oh my God, refusing to go see the president? Who else would do that other than a lot of teams?
Yeah.
Didn't a lot of the NBA players refuse to go as well?
Some did, yes.
And I think the Dodgers refused to go. Did they refuse to go as well?
Well, he had if the Dodgers win or not.
He had talked a lot of shit. So we're desperately trying to get $20 more in here so that we can help some of these families out. So Jeffrey, if I send you a book, would you like to have one for all that you've done for us? And I even went through and found all his donations for him so he could use my 501c3 status. Remember when he used to brag about being the only $1,000 donor of the show, and it turned out there was a few of them? Mm-hmm. Kenny, what is that green sign on your desk? It looks new to me. We're auctioning it off. I think Jeff Sanford's going to buy it for $100. Because Bob, when he made the meme to the show tonight, because he's heard some of you trolls, that would include the ghost, have said that when I lost my weight, that I started looking like a lesbian lunch lady. Yeah. Hurtful to lesbian lunch lady.
That was very hurtful.
Yeah. And so one of the trolls, I wonder which one. Hello, San Jose. I wonder which troll sent me this with his father's money. And so there it is. So no, I keep what the trolls send me. As a matter of fact, they sent me MAGA hats. And in all the MAGA hats and Ron DeSantis shit that the dumb fuck sent me, I think we've made about $180 off MAGA hats and Ron DeSantis shit, selling them to stupid people. Because the person that sent it to me, he's a Republican that lives in California. I've got his address, but I don't like to dox people like they do me. But because see, that's how you mail me shit is when. And did you know that you can file charges against somebody for mailing you shit you didn't ask for? I did not know that.
I did not know that either. No.
Yeah, you can file. Yeah, if somebody sends you shit that you didn't ask for on purpose to troll you, to show you that they know where you live, They said ICE has been doing that too. They've been pulling tag numbers off people in Minnesota and then yelling their address to them, letting them know, hey, I'll see you tonight at, and they give them their address.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to fuck with them. So, and many of them have been recorded doing it. So, like I said, the shit that ICE and Pam Bondi and the bird-legged hoe and all the shit they're doing, the day's coming that they're going to pay for their crimes, and the shoe's going to be on the other foot. I'm not wearing shoes tonight. Well, it looks like we have a last minute. Let's see where this is from. Well, apparently now, Jeff, am I supposed to send you my book too? Because if you like to have it, and you'll flip through there's a lot of pictures. If you'd like to have it, I'll be happy to send you one. I've got 4 copies sold for counting tax and shipping. I'll send them to your door for $35. But no, I'll be happy to send you.
Or you can you can get the bundle of Kenny and Anthony Scaramucci's autograph book for $100.
Well, we were selling Anthony's book for $59. We'll bundle it for $75 if anybody out there would like to get my book.
There you go. Look at that.
Jeffrey says he'd love one. Well, look at that. Well, Jeffrey, consider if it doesn't go out this weekend, it's going out next weekend. Or it could be a Monday because Cameron is off on Mondays. So if we don't do it this Monday, we'll do it the following Monday. And I promise you, it's coming. It ain't like me to drag out anything for a year. Don't you pull it out. But Jeffrey has sent $50 towards the challenge. Wants to know if the tea maker will match his challenge. Good luck on that. Tea maker, you don't have to tell her. Does she rifle through your bank account? Probably. I think tea maker has a home down in Texas now. And one of my new friends named Lindsay, very sweet young lady who's kind of new to the wrestling business. She lives in Dallas by way of Oklahoma. And Kenny, I found the original Bolin badge going through my junk drawer.
Well, why would it be in your junk drawer? That's not very nice.
It
should be in a place of high honor.
Yeah, my junk. Do you want me to come over there and beat the type B flu out of your ass? Is that what you're looking for? Do you want to get your ass whipped by a 66-year-old man that just recovered from sepsis, cellulitis, and the bird flu? I don't know if it was bird flu. I heard it was bird-legged hoe flu. It's deadly, by the way. You don't want to get the bird-legged hoe flu. But no, thank you, Jeffrey. That was very kind of you. And but no, you will get a book and at least 1 water bottle, maybe 2. And as a matter of fact, I had a third item I might throw in there for you that you don't even know about, which when I sold them had a value of $59.95, and I found something here that I forgot I had. So your care package might be very, very nice, but it will at least, I got to see how much room there is in the bag. But you will definitely get the autograph book, and let me know if you want that autograph done any certain way. And the change bottle that does not hold water. If you want a functioning water bottle, you got to go to the store to get it. If my friend from Canada is watching tonight that was asking about T-shirts, can we scroll that through the bottom, Bob? We normally have it scrolling, and I noticed we didn't have it tonight.
Well, it's because we had the changed the layout a little bit tonight.
In your drunk drawer, maybe he meant his drunk drawer, and that would be high priority over there at his house.
That would be true, right? So here we go.
Well, there you go. So that's the link to the store for anybody that wants to get the new Bolin Services logo shirt. One thing that probably ain't helping the donations. Oh, they're down there at the bottom. Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
because I'm used to
change the layout a little
right,
bit.
but it makes our screens so small when we do that.
Yes.
So this is probably better because most people that care to donate normally know how to do it. So maybe a Ghost had the bird-legged flu type B thing.
Could be
the bird-legged hoe flu, which I hear is deadly. Trump bragging about his black friends today. Mike Tyson, Nicki Minaj, who's hated by fucking everybody now. Is also apparently an illegal alien, which I didn't know that until recently. Where's she from? Trinidad or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Or Tobago.
Yeah, something like that. And he was talking about how beautiful Nikki was, and her black skin is so silky. And and I did watch a little bit of Gutfield today on the Table of Five on Fox Entertainment, because I like to see what they're doing over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Gutfield can't believe that Trump has been labeled as racist.
Really?
Show us one thing that Trump ever said was racist. And of course, Colbert just shows a goddamn highlight reel that could last for 30 minutes. Abby Phillips showed about 45 seconds of clips of Trump being a racist. But they don't see it that way. The Trump's joking. He's having fun. He doesn't even realize he's racist because of all the black friends he's got. So, okay. All right.
Some of his best, slaves are black.
As Abby Phillips said, sometimes actions are much stronger than words. And you claiming you're not racist and naming the 3, 4, or 5 black people that you got on your television show.
They apparently asked Trump what he thought about the arrest of Prince Andrew, and he goes, "It's a shame.
It's goddamn shame."
Terrible.
I bet.
It's a shame. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yeah.
I love Prince Andrew. He's very princely.
But I guess you also heard that Trump has been exonerated from being mentioned over 1 million times in the Epstein files. He's been exonerated.
Yes. Not one of them, not a single one is bad for me.
No.
Very, very sad. It's a shame.
I've been exonerated. And your guy that lied about being on the island, exonerated. You, Trump, lied about being on the plane, exonerated. Pam Bondi. A lot of pictures floating around from where Pam apparently knew Trump at a very young age and was on a plane with him. Pam Bondi. A lot of people think Pam Bondi got her job for a reason. And there's a reason that she doesn't want to expose a lot of people in the Epstein files, as her job as Attorney General should be exposing people in the Epstein files. And now we got a Texas congressman, and he's running for office right now, isn't he? The guy trying to cock block the searching of the land in New Mexico.
That is Don Huff Hines.
Yeah,
and he is not running. He's not running for Congress. He's running for Texas State Comptroller.
So what's he got to fucking do with Mexico?
He owns the land in New Mexico where the ranch is.
He owns the Epstein Ranch?
Yes, he bought it.
That doesn't look a tad bit suspicious at all, does it?
He bought it at an auction, and he's going to turn it into a Christian retreat.
That might be worse.
The main reason he bought the property was to turn it into a Christian retreat.
Trump's obviously got arrested for
this was obviously a dark place. He wanted to put light in the dark place.
Oh, okay.
So rather than search for dead bodies, we're going to resurrect them, I guess. I don't know.
Trump's spiritual advisor got arrested for fucking little kids. His spiritual advisor. Trump's spiritual advisor. I keep telling y'all people, birds of a feather flock and apparently fuck together.
Today said he will direct the Department of Defense to release its files about UFOs and alien and extraterrestrial life to the public.
As long
based
as
on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing. Now, the aliens were not in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
The aliens were not in the Epstein files. They're hiding in Greenland. That's why we wanted to expose them. They're hiding there. Very much. They like to paint themselves green and hide in Greenland.
Now there were a couple of y'all out there that wrote me. One of you said you needed some help on your electric bill of about 700 pesos or so. I think we can do that. One of you needed some medicine for about another 700 or 800 pesos. I think we can do that. So what do we get? We got 30 from Mike, 50, 90. Can we get 10 more dollars? That'll give us 100 for the night. Anybody out there get for 10?
I mentioned it before Kenny came on, but I do want to mention again, if you guys have got some considerable funds and you want to help someone out, our dear friend Vanessa is in the hospital and needs about $2,500 to get out of the hospital in Philippines, and they will not let you out. So now she has throat cancer. There is a hospital that will treat her for free when she gets there, but the hospital she's in won't let her go
there. Yeah, isn't that
because
nice?
she owes money. So they're actually killing her by holding her on and letting her throat cancer.
And she owed. So, at what point did they bother to tell her that she owed $2,500?
Well, that was the note that I got from her son today. That the bill, in fact, he sent me the bill. He sent me a image of the bill. 138,906 Philippine pesos, which is about $2,400.
I got one for you. I got a friend in Turkey named Yilas who recently her dog passed away. And she'd had that dog since like 2007, ever since I've known her. The dog was fairly old. 2009, I think. 2009, she'd had the dog, and the poor little thing passed away just the other day. Matt Atkins with a $10 donation to get us to 100. Thank you, Matthew. Every little bit helps, guys. Every little bit helps. That gets us to 100 for our 1 hour and 20-minute extravaganza tonight. Thank you very much. And Matt also had sponsored us on StreamYard there before as well. Matt Atkins.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate
Randy
that.
the Macho Man has helped us out with that, and Jeff Sanford's helped us out with it. And so what was I talking about?
Before Matt Atkins, medicines, people, hospitals.
Oh, so Yila's got a package from a friend of hers. A friend of hers in Germany sent her a beautiful painting of her dog. So she goes down to the post office there in Istanbul to get her package. Do you know what they wanted for her to be able to lay claimant to her package that had already been paid and shipped to Istanbul? She had to pay a fee to get that picture.
$400.
How much?
$400.
Is that a serious guess that they?
No, I would say it's probably like $100.
Well, you're kind of, with both of your guesses, you're kind of right. $275.
Wow.
12,000 Turkish lira, give or take. $275. She says, but Kenny, if I order a purse from Temu, they don't want us to have anything that is not manufactured here in Turkey. If I order a handbag, $275 to go get my handbag. Wow. If you send me an ink pen with your name on it, $275 is what it would cost her to go pick up that ink pen. Bob, we have got to figure out, being as apparently it wasn't the memory stick. Now, do you know your memory stick was bad, or did you just waste $400?
Yeah, well, no, one of them was showing up as bad. So I replaced that. Now, I've been using the InstaLink virtual camera, so I may just switch to the straight camera.
Well, I mean, makes any difference. I'm using InstaLink as well. It was the only camera I got. So,
I know it's the only camera I've got, but you can do the straight feed, or you can do a virtual camera. And StreamYard likes to use the virtual camera for some reason.
Do they?
Yeah.
I always use the InstaLink version. I didn't know there was a virtual version.
Yeah, there is.
Huh.
But
let me go into settings for future reference to see that. Let's go to camera and see what I'm on. I'm on 1080p camera. Yeah, I'm on the Insta360 virtual camera is what I'm on.
Right. That's what I've been on.
That's what you've been on. Okay. Yeah. What are the options?
Insta, straight Insta, whatever.
There's an Insta360 Link 2. So
right, that's the actual.
Which one does StreamYard seem to prefer?
It defaults to the virtual camera apparently, but
yeah, that's what I've got. And then if I want to, I can use my iPhone 16 Pro Max as a camera as well, but I never, which is very clean. I mean, I've done it before. Okay, all right. No, I didn't know that there were two different options.
You swap that 1080p.
Oh, one of those cat fans coming in here. This punk ass. I've known him for a while. I think he lives in the Lexington area. This little punk ass sends me a meme making fun of the SMU Mustangs, who also ruined Miami and Louisville's season. SMU didn't quite ruin Miami's season because we recovered. But he's making fun of us going down there and losing to SMU, which was a good quality win for SMU. They needed that to be able to get into the tournament. We're trying to elevate other teams in the conference. Unlike, and I think Kentucky's trying to do so. So Kentucky gets their ass handed to them by Louisville, beat them by 30. Somebody else just recently beat the dog shit out of them by about 30 or 40 points. And then Kentucky lost again the other day, and then they've been barely winning a lot of games with last-second buzzer beaters. And Lucian sends me a meme of Louisville getting beat when Kentucky just got beat the night before, got the shit beat out of them by some random SEC team. Trying to get my goat, as they say. Trying to get my goat.
It's not, doesn't matter if your team gets killed as long as your
opponent's
enemy
team gets killed.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, shout out to Jimmy John's, by the way, because Jimmy John's is now coming out. I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it or not. I think I got inside information. But in the very near future, they got gyros coming out. And man, I hear they are going to be good. And I will be sampling one on this show when they come out. I did not contact Jimmy John's to sponsor the show tonight. Maybe if I do something this weekend, we'll consider that. Maybe next Monday for a Monday Night Raw thing or something. But yeah, we want to thank those. So Jimmy John's, shout out to Blaze Pizza. If I don't see Blaze this weekend, I'll see them next weekend. Plus, big WWE star coming into town, going over there. Me and his entire family are going to dinner at Blaze for a corporate meeting, and the guy at Blaze does not know this big WWE star is coming to eat at his place. Wow. And so far, the ones that know are me, Cameron. I can't remember if I told Bob or not. I think I did.
You did.
Yeah, I told you. And me, Cameron, Bob, and the guy that's coming. And we haven't even told the guy at Blaze yet because his wife is going to freak. And so, yeah, those damn Georgia bull poops. Yeah. The elevate. We had a few shockers this week. Of top 5 teams getting beat. Some at home, some on the road. So yeah, college basketball starting to. I always love tournament time. Tournament time is nice. So let me cover the donations again. Matt Adkins with the last donation of the night donated $10 to get us to 100. The first donation of the night was Michael Ryder. Thank you very much, Michael. $30 donation. TC from the NC, $10 donation. And the grand prize winner of the night, Jeffrey Sanford, $50 donation. Will very soon, within the next year, we'll be getting a copy of my book. Might even autograph it. I mean, God, the extra trouble I have to go through to do that. And a water bottle, at least one, maybe 2. And so we end up with an even $100 for the night. I'm supposed to get a bonus check tomorrow. I'm hoping it's decent. My bonus, I don't even know how the fuck they calculate it. It's sometimes it's all right, and then other times it's real good. I'm hoping this is one of the real good ones. And because anytime I do good on the bonus check, I try and kick some extra dollars out to the people that need help. And working on a couple of other big things. Catholic Charities, if that pans out, that will be a big help. They say they want to do business with us. So if that pans out, that'll be some nice monthly money coming in. That'll be a big help to us. Probably help us tremendously with at least 10 to 20 families a month, if that happens. And I can only tell you what they told me on the phone is that you sound like the type of people we want to do business with. So let's hope. With how long it takes to get that, I don't know. Supposedly there were some programs out there that if you're a 501c3 that for anybody that made under $250,000 a year, that would be us, that the government was doing nice things, but apparently Trump shut those down. So we're going to look back into it and see if they're up and running again. Of course, FEMA's been fucked with by the Trump organization. Even in Texas, Bob, how's he fucking with the red states so bad? How is Texas getting fucked with on FEMA relief?
Well,
and switching cameras didn't help. Hi, Meow Meow. Meow Meow's been ducking thunderstorms all day. We were getting tornado warnings up till 9 o'clock, but it looks like a lot of the shit we were supposed to get, we ain't getting. So, but no, switching the cameras didn't help, Bob. So that's weird. You got the memory stick, and you said you ordered 1 memory stick or 2?
No, I replaced all the memory that was in my computer with 2 brand new sticks.
Did you really? Yeah. So $800 worth?
About $600 worth.
Yeah, that's still enough. Yeah,
a lot.
Still enough. Now I did something similar today. Not really.
No.
All my Apple Care had, all my coverage had ran out. My coverage had ran out on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it had ran out on my AirPods, and it had ran out on my Mini Mac recently. That I guess I got pushing about a year ago. And so for $1.49 a month, I could put coverage on my AirPods, and then it gave me an option to cover 2 more devices for $19 a month. So I discussed it with my son, and he says, that Mini Mac, and especially the way computers are going up right now, he said that fucking thing just probably doubled in value within the next 3 months. He said, and your iPhone's 16, he said it does everything and more. Sometimes the 17 don't even do. He said, yeah, he says, I think 19 a month would be a good idea for peace of mind, if nothing else. If you lose it, spill something on it, quits working, Apple Care, if I can fix it for you. So I decided to spend the 19 a month on Apple Care and put it on these 3 products. And if I want to add it to a 4th or a 5th product that I don't have anymore, because I sent those to the Philippines, that you could add that for $5.99, I think, per device. And but I already sent that stuff to the Philippines, but I might add it to cover it for the people that are getting it over there, if it will allow me to do so, for the iPad and the iPhone XR, if it'll let me do it, because we got people over there that are going to be getting that very, very soon, like next Monday. So I guess we've done all the damage we can do here. If you watched the show and you had a good time, you enjoyed what you saw, enjoyed what you're doing, spread the word. I want to thank the 20 to 30 people out of my 10,000 subscribers that were watching the show tonight. We really appreciate it.
Make sure you like this video, subscribe, all that bullshit. That does help with the algorithms.
Supposedly.
People won't necessarily get the notifications of it live. If you want notifications, you got to make sure that you do.
Paul RJ says he got his notification tonight.
There we go. So there you go. Make sure you go to the show, hit your subscribe to go down there and choose all notifications. Otherwise, you'll only get the ones that YouTube decides to show you. That's how that works. And
if all of you do that,
there's a boss badge. You can get one if you donate.
Lucian, is there a reason you never donate? Are you so broke ass that not even a measly $5 donation or a membership is possible with you cat fans in Lexington? Or are you just a bunch of selfish Republicans?
You don't even come over on YouTube and watch.
You never even come over on YouTube, Lucian. If that is your real name.
We're going to stop broadcasting on Facebook.
We probably are. Because no one over there ever donates. Nobody. Yeah. The most selfish bunch of goddamn people in the world are on Facebook. I've never seen anything like them.
Now he's talking, hey, go Kentucky. You know what? The show's over. That's it. We're done. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.